So centering is a skill to practice, and it's a skill to learn, and it's about being able to do something when emotions rush high. So whether you're upset or angry or anxious, if you're a bit high, it can bring you down. If you're a bit low, it can bring you up. And so it's a really good thing to practice. So we'll start. I think I'll move to the other chair. Move that one out of the way. Bring this one forward a bit. So centering. I invite you to keep your eyes open. And the reason for this is that if you are in need of urgent centering, for example, somebody cuts you up at the traffic lights, or somebody makes you feel very anxious in a social situation, and you've only ever practiced centering with your eyes closed, then it isn't quite so helpful to have to shut your eyes to do it. So you can soften your gaze, and if you really want to close your eyes, that's fine, but it's a good skill to practice with your eyes open. So we're following an ABC method of centering. A is for awareness. So notice your body on the ground or the chair. Notice that connection with the support. Be aware of gravity pulling you down, and as though the earth is rising up to meet you and support you. Be aware of the space that you're in, any sounds, any scents or smells, anything in your environment, and be aware of your body and how it feels here today. Notice your breath. No need to change it in any way, just bring awareness to it. B is for balance. So you can rock a little back and forth, side to side, even up and down, and finding that sweet spot, that place that requires the least effort to be upright. And perhaps you could even bring some balance to the breath. So breathing in and out equally, you can count. Breathing in for 2 and out for 2 or 3 and 3 or 4 and 4. So A is awareness, B is balance, C is core, and we are going to look at softening the core. So if you take a breath in, you can visualize that breath rising up the back of the spine, out through the top of the head, bringing length. And as you exhale, softness to your forehead, your jaw and tongue, your shoulders, chest, belly. Inhale up and lengthen. Exhale and soften. And you can even add an audible exhale if you choose. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale. And there's a second C, which is connection. Perhaps looking at the faces on the screen if you're here live. Or imagining people, pets, anything in your life that brings a social connection. Something that makes your heart smile. People past, present or future. Now, when we do center, that I've spun that out, that's quite long, but a really quick one is the breath. Quick awareness of the body. Inhale up through the spine. Exhale down through the front. And you can do that quite quickly. And just notice how you feel. Notice if there's any shift in how your body feels. There may be, there may not be. That's okay. And I'm going to invite you just to have some breaths, moving the arms. You can stay seated or stand up. I'm going to stand up. So whether you're seated or standing, you can maybe lift a leg up and at the other, and place your feet flat on the ground and spread your toes and place them down. And take some breaths and let the breaths move your arms up. So inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, let them come down. And again, inhale up. Exhale, come down. And then just pause and notice. Notice how you feel today. And have a little shake. Now come and sit closer again. And most of you, or many of you, will know of self-care pose that we in the group do quite regularly, but some of you may not have come across it before. And it's an embodiment pose that we come back to all of the time because I think self-care underpins everything that we do. So the full pose, taking one hand across to the opposite shoulder, one hand round to the opposite ribs, dropping the head a little to the side and down, it doesn't matter which side, and dropping the gaze or closing your eyes. And feeling into that embrace, sensing perhaps a little self-love, self-kindness, self-compassion. And swap sides. It sometimes feels different on the opposite side. Just noticing. And a smaller way to do that is one hand on heart, one hand on belly. Feeling in again to that self-love, self-kindness, self-compassion. And a little way to do that that's subtle, should you ever need it in a situation that's difficult, is a little squeeze of the hands. Because you can do that quietly on your knee, nobody can see, but a little hook of the fingers and a squeeze. But if you practice the big pose, it's easier to feel into the little pose. We call it a micro pose. I invite you to find a comfortable position. And I say it each week, but traditionally we sit tall in meditation, but I encourage you to find the position that's right for you today. And if that is supported in a comfy chair, that's fine. If that is lying down under a blanket, that is fine as well. You notice what your body needs today and honour that. Then remember, everything that is suggested is an invitation. So you can soften or close your eyes. Some people find that uncomfortable, and so keep your eyes open. And if at any point, if you've closed your eyes and you find yourself to be anxious, open them and look around the room. Look around at things that are familiar to you. So get comfy. Soften the gaze or close your eyes. And notice again how you feel right now. I was pondering on the turbulence of the world in our own individual lives as well as groups, as nations. Day to day, life is so varied and so mixed. And so it can be helpful to develop an inner sense of loving kindness and compassion and cultivate that. Focusing on self-nourishment first. Because from that place of self-care, we can then offer care to others and send out our loving kindness and compassion to others. It's much more difficult to do that from an empty cup if we haven't looked after ourselves. This begins with the way we approach ourselves as a whole being. We are a whole body. We're not just thoughts or emotions, but we are a whole body. And within our body is our whole life. Each experience, memory, emotion, sensation held within. Our beginnings, our journeys of the past and the future, our living, breathing, feeling, sensing life. This all comes through us as a body, a whole body. Notice sensations now. A simple scan of awareness again. What you can hear, feel, sense around you and within you. Even the touch of fabric from clothing on your skin. A deeper compression against your body where you rest. Noticing the aliveness of you here as a body. Perhaps you can sense or imagine an inner smile, as though from the heart. A place of compassion, a place of love, and that potential to grow self-kindness from here, to build self-compassion, to develop self-love. This is a challenge for some of us, and the idea may prompt the thoughts to run wild with stories. Notice if that happens and gently bring your awareness back to this present moment. Bringing your mind back to that sense of that inner loving smile. Consider the way you would hold a delicate flower or a small animal with tenderness and kindness and love. Perhaps you can begin to cultivate that same care towards yourself, towards us, ourselves, here as a body. Sensing breathing in and breathing out. Perhaps you can tune into expansion of the body on the in-breath and softening or relaxation on the out-breath. Relaxing the eyes, the face, sensing the muscles around the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw, the mouth and tongue. sensing that inner smile, even if it's imagined, inner love, inner acceptance, with tenderness and compassion. Bringing awareness inwards into your body. A sense of care for you, yourself. The warmth of an inner hug. Consider perhaps all your body does for you. All your body has done for you. Notice if you are tense anywhere, and encourage your body to soften just a little more. Noticing other sensations which may arise. Tingling, warmth. You may notice discomfort. Allowing whatever arises to be. Accepting sensations as being present with the same care, love and compassion. The same tenderness. Ask yourself here today, how are you in this moment? Not trying to change anything. Awareness and acceptance. Whatever arises, sensations, thoughts, emotions, noticing with loving kindness, with a friendliness and an openness. Notice your neck and shoulders, sensing the space within them there. Any sensations which arise, and perhaps finding a little more ease and softness. Sensing that inner smile. Inner love, inner acceptance, with tenderness and compassion. Have awareness of the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, noticing the hands, each finger and each thumb. Sensing that inner smile, inner love, inner acceptance, with tenderness and compassion. Bring awareness to the chest, expanding with the breath. The basket of the ribs protecting the lungs and the heart, expanding, relaxing, breathing in and breathing out. Sensing that inner smile, inner love, inner acceptance, with tenderness and compassion. Be aware of the belly, also moving with the breath, moved by the breath, expanding, relaxing, holding our inner organs, sensing that inner smile, inner love, inner acceptance, with tenderness and compassion. Allow your awareness to move through the hips and the upper legs, noticing any sensations there, how they feel from the inside, the knees, the lower legs, the ankles, the feet, and each toe. Sensing that inner smile, inner love, inner acceptance, with tenderness and compassion. Breathing in and breathing out. Perhaps you can hold awareness of the whole body, imagining the whole body breathing, expanding, relaxing, sensing that inner smile, inner love, inner acceptance, with tenderness and compassion. However we find ourselves here in this moment, notice now, with curiosity and care. There may be a shift in how you feel. Notice if you soften. Notice if you find a little more ease. When we allow ourselves here to be exactly as we are, and bring a kind of sense of warmth from you to you. Wishing yourself well. Simply. It can be difficult to wish ourselves well. So notice the response in your body, whatever that is. May I accept myself as I am. May I love myself as I am. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be well. And sensing that feeling, that emotion expanding out from you as a body. Perhaps you can bring to mind somebody you care about, someone you may love, someone who makes your heart smile. It may be a friend, a relative, a pet. It may be your younger self or your higher self. Notice how that feels in your body. Exploring with friendliness and loving kindness towards them. Perhaps you can sense that inner smile spreading from the heart. A loving kindness, a friendliness, an openness. Then wishing this friend or being well. Silently within your mind, you might say, may you be happy. May you be well. May you be peaceful. Notice how it is for you to wish them well. Notice the effect on your body. There may be expansion. There may be relaxation. It may warm that inner smile or bring a smile to your face. Just noticing. Then perhaps extending this out further. Someone else you would like to wish well. It may be someone that you struggle with, or someone you know is suffering or having difficulty in some way. This may be more challenging, and that's okay. Bring them to mind. Imagining them in healthier or happier times. wishing them to be like this again, wishing for their recovery, happiness, peacefulness, joy, with perhaps a felt sense in the body of loving kindness, friendliness, and openness. And sending this out to them. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be peaceful. Noticing again how this feels in your body. Perhaps you can sense the warmth of that inner smile. Loving, with compassion and tenderness, expanding out to them. If you wish, you can extend this out further. That friendliness, well-wishing and warmth out to whoever you wish, as many as you wish. All imperfect, all flawed. That felt sense in your body, loving kindness, friendliness and openness. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be peaceful. Perhaps sensing again that inner smile with warmth, love and tenderness. And bring awareness back to yourself, back to your body. Here and now, sensing the whole body again, resting here, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing that inner smile with warmth, compassion and tenderness. And allow yourself to settle here for the next couple of minutes. If your mind wanders, gently guide it back to the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Sensing your whole body here, resting, supported, expanding and relaxing. And that inner smile with warmth coming from self-love, self-kindness, and self-compassion. As we reach the end of this practice, you might wish to make some very small movements initially, wiggling your toes and fingers, perhaps deepening the breath. And taking any bigger stretches, anything that your body needs. And slowly, as you are ready, opening your eyes once again.